Here's my list of the 10 best YouTube videos of 2022. If you disagree with any of my picks, tell me about it in the comment section. Just know that you're screaming into a void. Here we go, in no order at all. Remember the steamed hams meme from like 2018? The trend where YouTubers took a classic Simpsons scene and made countless shitposts with it? Well, my first pick is another one of those, but I promise it's worth it. Upon first glance, steamed hams with every scene as a different animation style looks like a collaborative effort among multiple animators, which would make sense since that very concept went viral 4 years ago. But no, just one person, Lotus Bandicoot, reanimated the scene in over 50 recognizable styles. They started work on this in 2018, back when the meme was still relevant, but didn't finish until February of this year, and understandably so. Best of all, Lotus Bandicoot was kind enough to provide a thorough guide of every style implemented, just in case you couldn't quite recognize a reference or two. Top-notch stuff. Link to the full video and every other video on my list that I'll mention in the description below. Internet Historian is just a magnificent storyteller. His ability to present moments and sagas from meme culture via hilarious recaps is why he's one of my favorite YouTubers. To this day, the Engoodening of No Man's Sky remains one of the best things you can watch on the platform. And earlier this year, he uploaded a highly entertaining time capsule about that Facebook group that was really intent on raiding Area 51. But that's not on my list. It's what he uploaded after that I want to talk about. The video Man in Cave is not about a moment from internet history, but rather a feature-length documentary about a man who got stuck in a cave in Kentucky nearly 100 years ago, and the media frenzy that followed. Man in Cave doesn't have historians' usual humor, at least not in full force, but that's not a bad thing. It's a captivating, brilliantly paced story that will keep you hooked and guessing the entire time. It also has a really good ad read. The video Roblox_oof.mp3 by HBomberGuy is simple, really. It begins with a breezy history of the most recognizable scream in cinema, and then deftly segues into a famous video game sound effect and its fairly interesting origin story. It takes a few unexpected turns, but 30 minutes later, we come to our satisfying conclusion. The problem is there's still an hour and a half of video left. This is where the video actually begins, because what follows is the most insane, maddening rabbit hole. I shan't say another word. You'll just have to shut up. I'm not gonna say another word. You'll just have to find out on your own, and I promise it's worth the time investment. Hey, not all of my recommendations are crazy long, but this next one is. The Lion King Part 1 by Your Movie Sucks is a glorious 2-hour, 40-minute long criticism of the 2019 Lion King movie. And let me tell you, it is thorough as heck. Obviously, he discusses the faults of the animals' photorealistic look and how bland and unemotive they are. But he also analyzes the weaker voice acting, dull cinematography, unnecessarily altered story elements, and even how the music got a downgrade. By the end of the video, you'll be mad that the movie even exists in the first place. And best of all, this is a part 1. I don't know how, but allegedly there's more to come. Alright, you want something a little shorter? I got you. How about a 3-minute cartoon? A Brief Disagreement by Steve Cutts is a beautiful hand-drawn animation. I don't want to spoil anything beyond the first 20 seconds, so I'll only show that. But I will say it's another project that took its creator years to complete, and boy does it show. I'll be back with more of my picks right after this. Oh my god, this guy is so far up his own ass. Chipwitch, how's that virus coming along? It's nearly done. I'm making it look like a pop-up ad, so when Master clicks on it, it messes up his computer and destroys his life. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Wait, what's that? Oh, don't worry, it's just a VPN that lets you connect to like servers in Canada so that you can watch all the Spider-Man movies on Netflix. It's cool, but like, that's all NordVPN does. NordVPN also has a threat protection feature. What? When you try to access a shady-looking website, or you see annoying pop-up ads, oh god no, threat protection will detect it and display a warning. Your Pornhub account is safe! You used that joke last time, you stupid hack! Right now, you can get a 2-year plan at a huge discount, plus 4 additional months for free when you go to nordvpn.com/jack, link in the description. It's risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, that's nordvpn.com/jack. Shit, that's a really good deal. Damn you, Jack. Damn you and your beautiful eyes and masculine features. Let's move on to some sketch comedy. Super mega. They got a podcast, they do Let's Plays, and occasionally they do skits. really good ones, including this year's Michael Jackson's PR Team Be Like. At 50 seconds long, it is a perfect sketch with no filler. Setup, punchline, done. I laughed at it, and then I showed my parents and they laughed at it. So in other words, it has a little something for everyone. This year, I stumbled across a YouTuber with a wholly original style. In a nutshell, Funk makes video essays using a 3D animated avatar. And that's a very tiny nutshell because I am not doing this channel justice. The scripts are jam-packed and impeccably written, often requiring multiple viewings to catch everything. The jokes are fast, frequent, and meta, and the animation is as clever and creative as the writing, which is the highest compliment I can pay this channel. Funk usually talks about things like gameplay mechanics, but my pick for this year would be the video concept albums that I like. I was floored by how dense this video is. You really have to pause certain frames to appreciate all the jokes and details. But it's also a masterful explanation of the concept album and its many variants and subgenres. And most importantly, it's entertaining as hell. Alphabet Lore by Mike Salcedo should be required viewing for everyone. Yes, it has 80 million views, thus making me a big fat normie for recommending it, but gosh diddly darn it, there's a reason for its virality. It starts off so very simple. And that's all I'm gonna say. Like many others, I first watched it as a Twitter thread that spanned months, but you don't have to. You can watch it in its entirety on YouTube, as the good Lord intended. It also made me go back and watch Mike's previous work, which is damn funny. Mega64 has been making comedic content since before there was a YouTube. I adore their sketches so very much. And my pick for one of the best videos of this year from Mega64 is not out yet. But it will most likely drop on New Year's Eve, and I'm fairly certain it'll be in my top 10. I'm talking about Todd and Aaron's Game Awards, their annual tradition that dates back to 2007. These videos never, ever miss. If I try to explain it, it'll kill the joke, so I'll just say it's a really cool awards show that recognizes the best in games and movies and everything else of that year, and I can't wait. Before I reveal the final video on my list, I'd like to mention some honorable mentions. Captain Disillusion, the very definition of quality over quantity, uploaded this 40-ton elephant of a video that has the effort and effects of 100 videos. Joel Haver had an explosive year. He made a Charmin Bear sketch, and then Saturday Night Live was like, yeah, me too. But my pick from him would be Cash Cab but with a monkey. Matt McMuscles has a near-weekly series called What Happened, where he shows what went wrong in the development and release stages of various plagued video games. This year, he made one on The Thief and the Cobbler, an infamous movie whose troubled development literally spanned decades. I highly recommend it. The cartoon Cool Driver by Lyle Rath will make you giggle like a child. Disney Channel's theme A History Mystery by Defunctland plays out like a fun little whodunit, with some beautifully shot and composited sequences. Axe Assassin Albertson by Bad Lip Reading. This creator has such a unique skill, and this series in particular is him at the top of his game. Also, everything this year from Red Letter Media, Crackback, VidGeo, and There I Ruined It. And now, here is my final pick for Best Video of 2022. Can You Seduce the Grinch is an interactive choose-your-own-adventure series that challenges you to romance the Grinch and save Christmas. I don't know who made it, but he sounds very handsome and good at sex. Go ahead and check out Seduce the Grinch. I heard the creator spent countless hours on it.